Well, we're less than a week away from Donald Trump's second inauguration.
Yeah, but it's the 2020 election that's still getting a lot of attention. Good Day's Robert Moses is outside Trump Tower in Midtown with more. What's happening with this new report, Robert?
Yeah, Dan and Tashani, as you well know, Donald Trump will be sworn in Washington in 6 days. But as damning as this new report is about his alleged interference in the 2020 election, well, because of his impending inauguration, that report is basically a moot point. Early this morning, the Justice Department released the much-anticipated report from Special Counsel Jack Smith, who indicted President-elect Donald Trump for his efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. The headline came in the report's last sentence. Indeed, but for Mr. Trump's election and imminent return to the presidency, Smith wrote, the office assessed that the admissible evidence was sufficient to obtain and sustain a conviction at trial. Smith, who resigned last week, said that the Justice Department policy prohibiting the prosecution of a sitting president, quote, does not turn on the gravity of the crimes charged. After the election, Smith dropped this case and another accusing the president-elect of mishandling classified documents. This morning on Truth Social, following the release of Smith's report, President-elect Trump eviscerated him. Jack is a lame-brained prosecutor who was unable to get his case tried before the election, which I won in a landslide. The voters have spoken. Today, the president-elect's embattled nominee for defense secretary, former Fox News host Pete Hegseth, heads to Capitol Hill for his confirmation hearing before the Senate Armed Services Committee. It could be the most contentious of the confirmation hearings. Republicans, including Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, who sits on the Armed Services Committee, closed ranks around Hegseth.
Donald Trump would have not picked him if he didn't think he was the best one.
But Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says Hegseth, quote, comes with a lot of baggage.
Unfortunately, Mr. Hegseth's background is deeply troubling, to put it generously. We all have read reports about his radical views, his alleged excessive drinking, the allegations about sexual assault, and his failures in the financial stewardship of multiple organizations.
And Hegseth has denied those allegations. Now, returning to Jack Smith for a moment, a judge in Florida, Aileen Cannon is her name. She was appointed by the president-elect, and she has scheduled a hearing for this Friday in Florida, focused on the second part of Jack Smith's report. That report is focused on his alleged mishandling of classified documents. And at the hearing on Friday, we should get some clarity about when or even how or if the report will be made public. We're live at Trump Tower this morning. Dan and Tashani, back to you.
Robert, thank you so much.